What's up? How y'all doing? Um, I am practicing some handcuff escapes, and I don't know, why not share it? And gives me the opportunity to talk about some escapes, things you do, picks, cuffs, answer questions, um, things like that. So, hey, and then like I said, I'm gonna be doing this anyway, over and over and over and over and over and over again. So why not share? Right into it. What I'm gonna be doing, am I practicing? I have 3 pairs of the same cuffs. It's the most I have of one cuff. So that's where I'm starting. And I have an assortment of handcuff picks, things I use. And I'm going through it to see what I get out of. What works best. Going through multiple cuffs. I'm going for speed. I mean, I'm not going for speed. I'm trying to, go slow, but I want to work through it at a good speed. I can work up to going through speed. What's up, Noah? How you doing, my brother? Now, here's something a lot of people don't understand, have never thought of. If you have contact dermatitis because you're allergic to cheap metal in earrings or rings or belts, uh, it's going to affect you when you're doing cuffs. So I spent a couple days with a stack of 8 cuffs on my wrists, and my wrists broke out. Had been itching for 4 days, so something you gotta consider. All right, so I'm gonna start out with, it's basically, it was a half dime or diamond that I filed down into a tiny half snowman. And the reason why, oh, is it's a lot easier to pull out after the pick. Which, if I'm going for speed, I don't want to get trapped in there. Um, Now, on that second or third one, I missed. So by being small on the profile, I have to be exact to not miss. So part of the training and figuring out here is, what can I consistently be fast with? Which pick profile? Part of the problem with what I'm doing is I'm using this, right? I like to use these multiple pick profiles, but on this turn bend, so when I'm doing it on something like this, it bends, so I have to be a lot more precise with its placement. If I'm going for actual speed, I'm going to use something that's more of a singularly stiff profile. So we also try that. Now, that's the thing. Every profile you use has a slightly different angle, so you gotta practice with it a lot to nail your angle. That angle is different from that angle, so it matters. Again, especially when it comes to speed and when you're dealing with multiple cuffs. Tilt this up. See who's in the chat. Cuff them and stuff them. You can cuff me, but you can't stuff me. I don't stay still long enough. Hello to whoever said hello. Hi. I'm definitely not fast. I'm not really going for fast. I'm training to be fast. Tell me who you think's fast. Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing. Yeah, this is one of those. Yeah, toy cuffs. Do it this way, do it that way. This is, if you see on my channel, even if I do something I think's impressive, most of my stuff I do is, practice based. I'm learning to get good. Every day I get better. Whether it's cuffs, or locks, or juggling, or chip flourishes. I mean, what was that, 15 seconds? No, I'm not fast at all. 3 cuffs in 15 seconds? Oh, I'm so slow. I'm slow compared to Coxie. Do you know who Coxie's Picks is? Go check him out. I know I'm not as fast as him. But you know what? I'm practicing to be as fast as him. And you know who's helping me to be as fast as Coxie? Coxie. That's how cool he is. He doesn't care about the competition. He ain't afraid. You know I ain't gonna smash him. But he wants someone, charging at his heels. Give him a little life. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get in there. Give Coxie a tiny run for his money, maybe. Give him some sweat on his brow. Is that not fast enough? Whoever was talking about that. Which is funny because I'm really not the guy that responds to trolls. It's only a joke if I do. I don't care if you think I'm slow. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm having my fun. I'm learning my learn. This is all a learning experience. So, I don't know who's been here, who hasn't been here. Let me try to roll back through a little bit of chat. Waste of time. Your mom's a waste of time, Megatator. Yeah. Never heard of her? You never heard of your mom? Yeah, that's sad. It's amazing what people waste their time with to try to denigrate others. You don't like this shit? Move on. Fuck you. You're a waste of space if you're not producing or putting yourself out there. I'm putting myself out there. Is it cool? I don't give a shit. I like it. Is it skilled? Yeah. I don't see you doing it. Once in a while, I'm not much of a ego guy, but once in a while, I'll push a little bit on you. You know what I'm saying? Not even just for me. That's for me, that's for Coxie, that's for Nola, that's for Ray, that's for Not Too Dead and Deadlocks and all the bullshit that phoned it in fucking trolls like to put at escape artists. So what's up? Germany. You've been working this house all day. Is it your house or is it just like a remodel job you're doing? I used to do a lot of demolition and subcontracting and remodel work, so I like that stuff. We are going to, no, you know what? I'm going to try to run with this COVID Instruments long reach from the Echelon set. Again, this is 3 pairs of 700C Peerless handcuffs. And I'm just practicing. This is what I have three sets of. I would like to have 10 sets of these, and I'd be doing that. I can put on 10 pairs of cuffs, but it's a mix. It'd be Smith & Wessons and Chicago's and Hinged and Chained and Folding Rigid, and and I've done it. I do that. But today's practice session is all same cuffs. Now, did I mention, I'm sure I did, but I'm going to mention it a couple times, that I'm allergic to cheap metal. So like earrings and belts and things like that give me contact dermatitis. And spending a couple days with like 8 pairs of cuffs up and down my wrists meant that I had hives up and down my arms. And what did I do with that? Where is it? I merely got a Benadryl cream. Here we go. Not sponsored. But if you're having contact dermatitis or hives of any sort, I highly recommend this right here. This will allow you to not lose your mind. As long as you remember to get it before a day and a half has gone by. All right, so we're going to run through these. Let me check. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Look, guys, I'm a pretty raw channel. I don't edit my shit. I'm not really good at reading the chat while I'm doing it. I just kind of flow. So that's where I'm at. All right, that was a pretty quick time on those. So let's ignore that I paused and that sticks there. Let's see if I can get them. See? I went in the bottom of the channel on this cuff instead of going to the top. And I could have spastically tried to adjust my time, but it would have screwed the time if I was going for time. I don't know, for some reason this is tight in the bottom of the cuff. So if I was taking my time to get this cuff, I would go from the bottom, come back around, and go ahead and get it off. So there's 2 different aspects. Escaping the cuff, I'll get out of it. Trying to speed through the cuff, I might screw it up. And that's why I'm practicing. Over and over and over and over again. So just for a little bit of break it up, I will go ahead and throw on a pair of Hinged Peerless cuffs, which the spring is a lot stronger. Yeah, I just screwed myself. I put it holes up, so this is gonna suck. All right, so if I was gonna do this easy, the holes would be down. I gotta figure out a way. I haven't actually not done this yet, so this sucks. If it's not working, I'll just go ahead and shim. So, yeah, it's not working. All right, we're gonna shim. This is a hair clip, a hair barrette, busted up to make into Nice shim. And it gets you out pretty quick. Especially if you've used it a few times, because it when you bust it off on the tip, you're gonna have some rough edge there. So you either want to kind of scrape it down a little bit or use it a few times. And then after you do that, it's got this plastic coating on there that really does a nice job making it slide in. So you can use it as a proper shim. Now, these, as the 802s, I think, are definitely have tighter tolerances and are harder to shim than the 700Cs or the 750Cs that they're based on, made by the same company. So that's why it's important to use different cuffs and try different things. So if I can find, let's demonstrate one of the wonderful features of the Peerless handcuff chain. If I can find the proper tool. Apparently you don't have. Hold on. I got it somewhere. It's just a desk littered with tools and things like that going on. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Where is it? Oh, come on. You can tell how unplanned this was, because it's not planned. That's not right. All right, well, anyway, we're not going to be able to do it unless that one works. Oh, we'll try. So, Peerless put a lot of money into making sure. Oh, yeah, this one's too big. Making sure their handcuffs couldn't be beat with paper clips. Now, if I had a little bit slimmer, I could do a side shim, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So, I wonder if I can get in here with this. I can't. All right. So, plan B. Bobby pin. Got the slightest little, not even a 45, maybe a 30 degree on it at the end. And I have to get it into the top. QA. Move it around. Let's see if I can. Actually, should have done it. And I didn't. All right. I love when shit fails. I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure. Well, screw that. I just want out. At some point, you just want out of the damn cuff. You know, you're not going to tolerate being trapped, and you're going to get out. You got to get the cuff all the way off if you want to escape. So now, I do like to show some other things when I'm doing this, even if I've got a point to what I'm doing, which is the 3 pairs of Peerless I'm practicing. But if people are here, I'd like to show you some other things too. Let's show you. Wrong way. Hold on. You're so impatient. It was the right way. It's just not working. All right, there we go. So we have these, which are a folding pair of handcuffs. The Total Control handcuffs, TCH 850s, which are pretty cool because once they fold out, they're very rigid. They're interesting because compared to, let's say, the hinge cuffs we looked at earlier, you can see that the spread of the hands is way further. These keep your hands way close together. These really kind of spread your hands out. If you are attempting to pick them, in some ways you have a little more room. In some ways you have a little less room. So, now dealing that on it's a different, a different handcuff, different keyway that I'm dealing with. So I know for a fact that this half ball, or if it was a full ball, would be a very good profile for this particular pair of cuffs. So I should switch to that if I want to get out of these. And then watch me mess it up. I did mess it up. I went on some. Alright. I have not played with these cuffs in a while. Oop. Ah, it's embarrassing. Let's try the other side. Oh, my left hand's better than my right. As I got out. Go back over there and see what I was missing. Now, the weird thing is, even on the same pair of handcuffs, like with these, the tolerances and the spring strength from one side to the other can be a lot different, and even the tolerances for being able to shim. So this particular pair of cuffs is definitely like that. It was very frustrating to try to learn on this side, and the other side is actually a lot easier. So after you hit it perfect on that side, I can be a little sloppy on that side. So that's what's going on with those. Since we're talking cuffs, let's go ahead and look at your basic model Chicago's. I would say they're slightly better than your basic Peerless. Not quite as good as your Smith & Wessons. Mainly down to tolerance in the keyway, strength of the spring, tolerance in the pawl way for cuffing. Obviously, I got out of one side pretty quick, second side 2 tries. So we're going to see about shimming these. If I can find a shim. Oh, there's a shim. All right. I have some shims sent to me from Silver Specialties. If you're looking for picks, cuffs, things like that, check out lockpicktools.com. They're a supporter and a product sponsor of Mitten Made Lock Sport, my Lock Sport channel for vets, as well as this channel. So uh, give them some love. So we're out. This is probably a medium thickness shim. I do like to use a lot the thinner shims, but they kind of bend and break over time. This thing's likely to kind of stand up to a lot of uses, especially when you're practicing. That's important, but it can be a little, where'd it go? It can be a little lost if you drop it on the floor. It can be a little harder to start inside, and you might have to press the bow a little more to work it down in to get it to work, the thicker it is. And this is a Smith & Wesson model cuff. Tolerances are a little tighter. I don't know if this thickness shim will necessarily actually get in there. But we'll go ahead and try. I do want to try not to bend the shim. It's not seem to be going easy. It might just be I'm not hitting it right. All right, where's my thinner shim? We're gonna go ahead and try with the hair clip and see if that gets in there. And I'm getting no movement. Why? Oh, that sucks. Every click is important. I just wasted like two. All right, I gotta pick my way out of this. Go back to our little multi-pick system here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come in on that. We have to pick it over to that side. We're gonna come in with the ball half on the top. We're dragging it around to pick the pick. So, see if we can do that. I doubt if you can see it. And not looking at it makes it harder for me to do. So, all right. There we go. There's the channel. Get in and go to that side. If I get it over there. And then and the thing, here's the thing I learned from Coxie's picks. There's a lot of times where you're gonna find the point you need to hit, and it's not gonna release. But what you need to do is hit the point and just kind of like a wiggle walk from holding that point, and within this micro dimension, it pops. So you kind of got to like find where it is and commit to wiggling it into submission. And right there, this is still trapped where that is. And the best way to determine or start to determine where those points are is to take your handcuffs and your key, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn it to where you need to be. So here at that angle is where that releases. So there is where you're targeting to try to release your cuffs. Whereas if it was on the double lock, you'd go down there and you'd find out it's about there. And then that would be the point you're trying to catch, to shoot across, to push that bar for your double lock. So the best thing you can do to find the point within any pair of handcuffs is put the key in and feel where it is and see where the angle of the key is where you're doing it. And that's going to allow you to start learning that pair of cuffs. That's how I started. Started with Peerless 7s, actually the 750s, and then the Peerless 700Cs, which not too dead, still kicking. Bought both those pairs and sent them to me so we could start our Shackleman Cuff Club, which is just a bunch of people having a lot of fun escaping things. Let me jump down in here and see if anyone. Oh, Nigby. Oh, that is the best. Lock dude, what's up? No, Lock dude, Nigby. Mega Tater 34. This guy makes so many excuses for being slow. Hey, Mega, let me see your video where you're faster. Until then, shut the fuck up. Because you're just a fucking troll. How about that, man? I just checked your page or your. There's nothing. You don't put yourself out there, so you just shut up. Unless you have some videos showing what you do, I could give a shit what you're saying. I'm a power bottom. Yeah, I'd power bottom you into just what a baby, man. What a baby. It's just ridiculous. Sorry, guys. I find these fucking ridiculous when people go to that lengths. Leather and fuzzy. Fuzzy leather. Nola, is there fuzzy leather? And is that like a step too far? Clippy. Clippy is the key. Yeah. Oh, Megatator is Mississippi. Yeah, that answers a lot, man. All right. What else? Who's got more? Nigby. Man, I love you, brother. Dude, I miss you. We don't interact enough. I know, like, YouTube has cut you off from my stuff. And I know you went on this glorious, beautiful vacation, man. That was just like, it swelled my heart to see all that you shared with us from it, and knowing that there was so much more behind the scenes or behind what we saw, like for you. And been delighted to have you back and sharing stuff. So I just love you, man. Thank you. Thank you. It's just, you're one of the guys that makes my lock sport experience absolutely a joy. And then Lock dude, man, you're a new dude. You're one of those new guys, man. Like but you're new to my scene and me, and we're starting to get to know each other, and I appreciate your interaction. I think you're a good guy, and all the stuff we were interacting with tonight, I think's cool and important, and I appreciate your help and your support. Um, Anybody else positive out there? Because those are the people I like. Those people I want to react to. I can give a crap if you're a troll, man. You know what I mean? That's easy. Support people. That takes effort. Be kind. That takes thought. You know what I mean? If you can't be kind, move on, man. You know what I mean? This ain't for you, bounce. Because I'm going to do the same thing I did at the start. I'm going to put on 3 pairs of Peerless 700Cs. And I'm going to take this little pick, and I'm going to see if I can get out of these in a decent amount of time. And all this is for me is practice. Because I'm going to do it again and again and again until I get faster. Am I fast now? Oh, sure, no. I know a guy that's way faster than me. You want to see fast? Go check out Coxie's picks. But I'm not the slowest guy on the planet. You know what I mean? And even if I was, I'm still trying. what's funny is most of us out here, whether we put ourselves out here, making videos and putting ourselves on lives or anything like that, or if we're just, a complacent, silent channel so we can interact. We all got ego things and self-worth things and, stuff like that, man. So when people start showing up and taking shots at you, we generally tend to react to that because we have our own insecurities and stuff we've dealt with, people that have belittled us in our life that we remember, that triggers. So, um, what I've been trying to do within people within Locksport is kind of remind them that that's a fault of the person doing that, and to try to ignore that negative behavior coming at you. I'm not always good at that. But one of the reasons I love Nigby specifically is his even nature and his good attitude reminds me to try to be like him when I exist in this world. So I'm going to smile and do it again. There's one. Slipped on two. That would make me mad. And I would scream and swear. But I'm trying to be a better fucking person. No. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Got that trapped. Go over to the second hand. See, that's what I don't like about that pick profile is it does tend to get trapped every couple times. So I might have to learn to do this with a different pick. Ooh, especially now that it's totally stuck. All right. With the other cuff still attached. Can I get out of this cuff? Apparently not. Oh, there we go. Alright. Well, you know what? That has been a fun evening. I got some practice out. Talked to some friends. And I'm going to bounce. I'm at C Studio. You can catch me at Mid-Made Locksport. If you got any questions, dive in. If you know me, hit me on Discord. If you don't know me, go to the channel. Like I said, that's where I started. Anyway, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good night.